Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutLoud.com, and this is my pre-market game plan for Wednesday, November 2nd, and it is 9:10 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to start this time with GC, and right in front of us I have a 1-hour chart, and as you can see right here, price bubble makes me very happy because we have reached our swing target of 1300. So for those of you that took the trade, congratulations. You're up big in the money, and this is a very good plus for us because we've banked pretty good profits even with one contract. This is a considerable amount. So let's go to the daily chart, and this is our target area right here, 1300, and so far we still have room to continue higher, and the next target is going to be 1305. The next one is going to be 1310. That being said, for those of you that did not take all the profit here, you could definitely lock in profit at 1295 and look for a continuation for the upside into 1305 and 1310. So we're pretty much done with GC right now. And in YM, we finally had a breakdown yesterday. However, this is not making me very happy because we're still on tons of support right here. So like I said yesterday, I didn't take any trades, even though we had this flurry down back to support level. And again, remember, today we do have oil numbers that are coming in at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, when we also have FOMC at 2 o'clock and 2:30. So it's going to be very choppy and very rocky, and I don't intend on taking any trades today either. So I'm just going to stay put. But for those of you that would like a pointer for a quick scalp, this is my bias for today. So YM still sitting on support, 17,857. And when we move to the 1-hour chart, you can see that it's basing very, very weakly right here at 17,930. However, we did have a reversal at 3 o'clock, which was pretty impressive off the prior low right here. And it's looking like it really wants to reverse. We see a crossover happening, and we might continue higher into 17,950. The problem here is that we do have a lot of elements into the day to day, and it's going to make trading very, very hard. Please keep in mind that if we break yesterday's low of 17,856, we definitely have room to continue lower, and the next target is going to be 17,600. So that is based on the weekly chart. So we do have a lot of room to continue lower. So this is a key area right here. There might be some buying off this area, and again, it's going to be pure speculation because we really don't know if the technicals are going to point higher or lower due to the fact that everything can change from 2 o'clock onwards. So ES has been the weakest, and I'm going to start with the daily chart. Has been the weakest. It tested prior support here at 2100. It flurried down, and right now is trying to hold on desperately to this area. So if we break above, and again today, if we break above 05, we may have a chance of going back into the 2120 area, which was the key area for last week. So 2120 area is going to be the key for continuing higher and for testing higher. But remember that any retrace into this area can also, on a weak base or a weak formation here at 2120, can reverse and continue lower. So it's the weakest one. Moving to the hourly chart, it is into resistance 2103, 2105, and again this double bottom right here off this 2100 area. um, this is where it bounced in the overnight session, and it's very tough. It's very tough to trade right here because you can see the whipsaw that is happening right now. So we have a big bar to the upside and a big bar to the downside, and so far we're trading within an inside hourly bar. So even if you go to a 15-minute chart, you're still pretty much sideways. You can see that it's super, super hard to trade. I did trade last night a little bit of this breakdown here, and I took it at 2100, and I had a protective stop at 2103, and I had an alert. I had an alert at 2096 to cover, and this is where I covered because I really didn't think that it was going to go all the way to 2193, and obviously I had another alert at 2093. Excuse me, it never reached that point, and when it got back up to 96 area, 97 area, so I covered the entire trade right before midnight. So um, moving forward, we're hitting this resistance right here at 2100, and we're hovering, and I think that we're still going to be hovering within this area. We're going to go 5 points up down with no clear direction. It's purely a toss of a coin here, whether it's going to go higher or lower. The fact that we're at 2100, it is support right here. We're actually price is trading a little bit above these moving averages, suggests that it might continue higher to 2105. But again, remember, this is resistance right here, so price can get knocked down quite rapidly. Let's move to NQ and see if things are shaping up a little better here. So, okay, we're going to analyze the 15-minute chart here for a small, so we're going to hang out small time frames. It's hitting resistance 4760. At this point, critical area, this can reverse or it can pop above. So things, because things are a little clearer in this direction, although we are on a lot of support, and this is based on a weekly chart, and 4740 is actually a lot of support here, and we bounced off that support on the weekly chart. This looks like, the strongest E-mini so far that we have analyzed, and I think that we may have a shot at this one moving a little higher. So I'm going to monitor this one. I'm going to wait to see how it behaves at 4763 area. If it trades above 4763 area, we'll evaluate the stop. However, remember, 5 to 7 point stop can actually get you whipped out right here. So you're going to apply a lot of risk, and again, it's in a downtrend so far on small time frames. We had an accelerated sell into yesterday, and now we're into this critical resistance area. So we'll see what will happen, but I think that for the first hour and a half in the market, if you're looking for something to trade, I think that NQ would be the safest bet for a bounce higher, but only if it trades over 4763 area. And evaluate the stop based on a smaller time frame, because it is very, very choppy. So you can see that on the hourly time frame, we're hitting resistance right here. So this is going to be the critical area, and if we break above this 4763 area, we might have a good shot of continuing higher to 4786. So this is what I see in NQ so far, so I'm going to keep this one on my radar. Let's take a look at CL. And this as well, that continues to weaken, and it had breached all the areas of daily support levels, and it's consolidating weak at this at this $46 area, and made a new low for the week, 45.82. And at this point, because it broke all these areas of support right here, it has a clear shot all the way into $44.20 to continue lower. So it does have room to continue lower, at least look for a $45 area. In fact, it looks very good for a short right here, 45.82 by 46. The pit is just opened, so just opened at 9 o'clock, so 20 minutes ago. If we break below this 82 area, it has room to continue lower all the way into 45. So this was all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow with another pre-market game plan, and hopefully we're gonna get we're gonna get better and clearer trade ideas.